Hi everyone, my name is Joyce Liu. I currently work as a transition specialist over at several adult schools, and what we do is we've launched student support services, and we support students who are in our adult school programs, learning English, working on high school diploma or equivalency, career training options, or transition to college classes. And what I've learned from this group is that we work with a really full spectrum of highly marginalized populations, and many of them have been impacted by trauma either on an individual or community level. And so that's what attracts me to this program, is learning about trauma, the impacts of trauma, and specifically learning tools to help in the healing process. In terms of my culture sketch, age and generationally, I am 41 and puts me in Gen X. There's some traits of Gen X's that definitely resonate with me in terms of being a latchkey kid, relying on a dual income family, and really that built some self-reliance. So I think that resonates with me. In terms of development and other disabilities, I do not have a disability, but I do professionally work with several students with disabilities and some with undiagnosed. In terms of religion and spirituality, I am Buddhist. Ethnic and racial identity, I'm a first-generation Asian American. I'm Chinese Burmese. Socioeconomic status, I would say as a young child, we were low socioeconomic status and then moved up to being middle class. Sexual orientation, I am heterosexual. Indigenous heritage, I do not belong to a native tribe or nation. National origin, I'm a naturalized U.S. citizen. We immigrated here from Burma. And English is not my first language, it's actually my second language. Gender, I am a female, and that definitely led to certain roles and expectations within my family. While I was working on this culture sketch, some of the things I was reflecting on was the piece in chapter 2 that talked about the complexities of individuals and how those complexities can't be viewed in a singular lens, how you have to sort of look at multiple lenses to get what Hayes called quote-unquote a richness. And I found that to be true, especially when I was going through the influences and saying, oh, was I dominant here? Was I a minority grouping here? And all the examples in the chapter that talked about how complex it really is, that if you're dominant in this group, that doesn't necessarily define you because you're dominant, but there are these minority factors too that complicate who you are or who others perceive you to be. So I thought that was very interesting. And while doing this and the thought of sharing all this information, age, ethnicity, things like that, socioeconomic status, made me feel a little bit uncomfortable and uneasy sharing this information, because it's very personal information and it's information that people can use to judge you by. And so that really helped me in remembering my role as a practitioner and the importance of setting that comfort level, that trust, making it a safe environment, because what we're asking of people who meet with us, disclose information to us, is to be vulnerable and to disclose information that might make them feel uncomfortable. And so that was an important reflection for me, is that even questions like this can make someone feel uneasy, and so it is very important to establish trust. Thanks. See you all soon.